International Women's Day is a time to celebrate the achievements of women, raise awareness about discrimination, and advocate for gender equality, values that are at the heart of the HerGameToo movement. So today, we're talking to Hollie Sealey, the HerGameToo advocate for Exeter City Women, about the importance of women in football and her experience since starting to follow the team.
First of all, what does International Women's Day mean to you, both personally and in partnership with Exeter City?
International Women's Day is celebrating all the women in all walks of life, whether it's different cultures, different ethnicities, just different parts of women, just celebrating all women. It means about celebrating the women who have got us to the point where we are now, at City especially, and making sure they are celebrated and they are heard and appreciated.
So, how long have you been following the Exeter City Women?
I've been following them since the second to last game of the season, last season. And I went to my first match and it was against Bridgewater, and I think we won 4 or 5-0, and I was hooked ever since, and I've never looked back.
So, what was it that kind of hooked you into the team, kind of going to one match and then being the super fan that you are now?
I think it was seeing that women can do it too, because it wasn't also till the Euros where I liked football. When I saw the women win the Euros and I got emotional, I didn't understand much about football, but I was like, they did something, and I know it meant a lot to women. So then I wanted to get involved with my local team and see what was available and what I could go watch local. So that's what kind of hooked me, seeing that there was something available and it was women as well.
How does it make you feel watching the women's team? Of course, they're in a new league this season. They've been doing incredibly well. Does that kind of inspire you? Does it make you proud to be supporting the team?
I'm very proud to support the team. They've literally done incredible, from getting promoted and then to being like top end of the table already. And a lot of people don't know that the girls are not a professional team compared to the others. They train like twice a week, and to be up the top of the table already is like literally incredible.
And are there any players in the team that particularly inspire you?
Oh, um, I have quite a few. Um, Especially Abby Bond. She is always the last one on the pitch after the match, no matter if it's raining, chuck it like could be absolutely chucking it down. She is always the last one signing autographs until the very last one is signed, and then she'll go. Um, I would say Amber Pollock. She is, to my friend's little girl Hallie, she is like her hero. She dressed up as her for World Butt Day today and took in the programme with the picture of her on it, because she asked for her hair to be like Amber's. So that like means everything.
Oh, that's so cute. She's such a cutie, isn't she?
Yeah.
And kind of looping back to Her Game Too, what was it about the Her Game Too movement that made you want to be involved?
I wanted to be part of something that makes a difference, because there's so much that needs to change in the women's game and that could be better. And there's a lot of people who have the power to make the changes, but they don't. So if I can even be a small part of that, then yeah, that's great.
Amazing. And we've seen your incredible artwork on the front of many a programme for the Exeter City women's team this season. How does that make you feel to see your artwork like that?
Oh, it's absolutely like insane. I just can't believe that I get to do that. Like, I've sent, I saw there was an advert to, they were looking for writers for the men's program. So I decided to reach out and ask if they would include art, because I'd done a few fan arts, and Charlie got straight back to me and said, would I be interested in doing one? And then I've done them this whole season so far, and walking into St James Park for the first time and like seeing posters with it on was literally insane, because I used to like go there when I was a kid. There's literally a picture of me holding an Exeter Grecian program when I was a kid at the stadium. So the fact now that I get to do that for the women is mental.
Yeah, I think that's such a special thing just for the fact that yourself as a fan has been able to do that art. And yeah,
Mm,
I think it's wonderful. So
thank
of
you.
course we've seen loads of positive changes over the
Mhm.
years within women and football, but where do you see Exeter City Women in 5 years' time? What would you like to see from them?
Definitely, I think we could be a championship team, 100%. And the way that Abby Britton and Jen Dixon talk about it, the club, they reckon that it could happen too, and they are so champion for it. Like, there's so many changes that go on, especially behind the scenes, that people don't know about. People fighting for things to be different, and I think it could happen.
Amazing. Let's hope so. And for me personally, when it comes to football, it's so much more than just a sport. It's being part of something. It's meeting loads of incredible people that have a similar interest. Is that something that you found since you started following the women's team?
So before, I didn't really have a lot of friends because of my health stuff prevents me going out. And I've been autistic, I find it kind of hard to make connections and friends. So it's literally given me like a second family, and I have the most amazing people in my life, whether it be like people who go to matches, whether it be the girls on the pitch, whether it be people who work for City, and it's literally just changed my life.
Oh, that's amazing. That's so nice to hear. And people may have seen your videos on social media of you giving the players their friendship bracelet. I wear mine proudly every day. How does that feel, just being able to kind of have that interaction with the players?
Oh, it's honestly amazing. We're so lucky that they actually, you can tell they care. There's like, they genuinely love what they do and they want to share it with everybody. And to be able to do the bracelet video and like the media team and the manager approve of that and say that I was allowed to, and then it get posted on the official TikTok page. And like Charlie said to me, the media team isn't just the people inside the office, it's the people also out. So you feel like you're part of something special.
The match on Saturday for the men is also the level playing field dedicated fixture, which is focusing on making matches more accessible for fans. I know that you have been championing autism packs for the women's team when they play their matches at Coach Road. So tell me a little bit about that and why that's important to you.
So, autism packs are important to me because I'm autistic and I struggle with going to like the men's matches because of the noise and things like that, especially. So, the autism packs are a stand at the moment, we've got the standard ones, but we're building to make them better. They've got ear defenders in them, a fidget spinner, and like a lanyard. But I'm working with Jen and I've sent her a list of things of how we can improve them and make them more inclusive to everybody.
And how do things like that help someone that has autism to attend matches?
So for me personally, I get sensory overload. So it could be the sound, the noise. Sometimes it's just you need something to fiddle with, like a distraction. Autism is a spectrum, so everybody's different and has different support needs. So things that I personally don't might not need, like the ear defenders, somebody else might need them. So it's about giving people options, and football should be a game for everybody. I'm working on International Women's Day stuff for the Supporters Club. I've all of the girls have kindly replied to questions I've sent them asking about who their female heroes are and who inspires them, and they've all sent me pictures, messages, nearly the whole team, including Abby Britton, and it's going to be used also in the programme, I believe, for the next women's game against Argyle, and we've got articles and all sorts planned, and we're going to hopefully do something for Green Football Weekend as well. Basically, I was inspired by the Arsenal Women's Supporters Club because I'm also an Arsenal Women's fan. Um, so I absolutely loved what they did for so long, and I thought, is there a women's one for us? And if so, if there isn't, why doesn't it exist? So I did some research and got in contact with Andy, and I think during COVID times it kind of took a dip because obviously lockdown and everything. So I set it kind of as my mission to bring it back, and it's been stressful and a long journey and a lot of emails and meetings, but with the help of Matt Riley, Andy, input from Clive, the FSA, we've got something now, and Jen Dixon has been incredible supporting us and getting us to where we are now, and Deb's from the head of the FSA, literally an incredible lady.